Welcome back to another episode of Amateur Pool, guys. I'm Josh Powell, your host. Today we've got a tap league match between Mr. Rob and Mr. Danny. They're both skill level 5, so it's a race to 4. And Rob is my teammate. He's playing Danny. Danny's on another team. We were playing them for position night in 8-ball. So we were playing for, I think, 3rd and 4th, if I'm not mistaken, 2nd and 3rd, something like that. So whoever wins the match, well, the overall match, not just this match, wins the position. And the position is what position you go into the qualifying tournament for nationals. So, you know, it's an important game, but it's not like super important what position you go into in the tournament, because you can win the tournament from any position, really, you know. But this is the match we got today, guys. I'm just waiting for them to get up here and break. Whoever's breaking first, I think Danny's breaking, if I'm not mistaken, but I'll confirm that when I see him get up to the table. Played this about a week and a half ago, so I can't remember exactly what happens. And I was coaching on another table as well, so I didn't really get to watch this whole match when it was live. Yep, that's Danny. Danny's getting ready to break right now. He's a skill level 5. I've known him for a few years. He's a pretty good shot. And then Rob will be, little poppage off of the table, man. He didn't take much time on that. He just got down and fired it. He must have had a little bit of air on the cue ball when it hit the rack, because it popped right up and off the table. So Rob's going to get ball in hand. It's behind the line and tap, but the table's open, obviously. This is Rob with the ball in his hand. He's got his balls in his hand. You know what I'm saying? Rob, stop holding your balls, bro. Stop holding your balls. Just kidding. It's family channel. I'm just kidding. Just a joke. See, we had to remind him it was behind the line. He was like, oh, yeah, thanks. Thanks, bro. I forgot. All right, what's he going to take here? What would I do here? I'm trying to figure it out. If you go with stripes, you got the 11 ball's a little bit of an issue. If you go with solids, then the 7 ball's a little bit of an issue. But the 2 ball's in a position to where you could move the 11 ball. But if you make the 2 ball, then the 7 ball's open. So yeah, I mean, I agree with his position here of going with solids. I think it's a better chance to run out completely. You know what I mean? Now, if he wants to attack down table first, he got a great shot at the 3, but he wants to get the 6 first. Yeah, he knows it. That's why he's looking at it. It's a good shot. You got to get the 6 first, because it only goes in one pocket. And there's no other balls down there to get back to it. You can save the 3 for later if you need to here. It's not a big deal. Oh, he doesn't want to block himself up. And he didn't. It was pretty good. Maybe he blocked the shot on the purple ball, the 4 ball. I don't know if the 4 ball will go through there or not. I like to say it won't from this angle, but it's hard to, yeah, he's looking at cutting the 1. That means the purple ball, the 4 ball. I don't know why I'm saying purple ball. The 4 ball won't go. If it went, he would shoot that, I'm pretty sure, into the top left corner. But he's a thin cut on this 1, man. This will be a tough shot. You got to stay still. Keep your head down, as they say. Oh, nice. Hey, that worked out okay, though, man. He put his 1 ball close to the pocket. He cleared the pocket of that stripe, and he left Danny in a real tough position. I don't think Danny has a really good shot here. In fact, I'm trying to look. He may be able to make the 15. If he can see it past the 8, he can make it in the bottom right corner, and that could be a starter shot for him. I think that's what he's going for. It's what he's looking at anyway. Nope. Decided to play it safe. He shot it kind of quick. It looked like it was a good hit, but we can never tell from here, I don't think. I don't think our camera angle would ever allow us to know if that were a good hit or not. But it did look like a good hit, so I'm sure it was. Okay, he's going to come down and take the thin cut on the 3. If he misses, as long as he doesn't hit it too fat, he could block the pocket for the 9-15. I don't hate that shot. I definitely don't hate that shot. I don't see anything else really good. I mean, he could maybe play some sort of safety using the 2 ball, but he's got an open shot here. And where the 1 ball sits now, he can get at the 7-2. So I like going for the out here. Rob's a good shot. I used to play with Rob over 20 years ago when I first started playing pool. Him and I used to play together quite a bit, and he used to beat me up pretty bad back then. But I quit playing for a while, and he quit playing for a while. I started playing again, several years back, and he just started playing again. So he still has a pretty good looking stroke, but he's just getting back into it. So he's knocking the rust off and trying to get reacquainted with the game, if you will. But he used to take my lunch money back when I was in my early 20s. When I first started playing, we'd play for $5, $10, $20 sets, and he beat me most of the time. He was a good shot. I used to beat him every now and then back then, but most of the time he was beating me, and now he won't play me. He won't give me a chance to win my money back. You know what I mean? Imagine that. You've been holding my money for 20 years, Rob. Play me for it back. No, I'm just kidding. Rob's a good dude, man. I hadn't even seen him in forever. And Dylan, who's on my team, I had no idea. Dylan's on my team. He just started playing pool. And his stepdad is Rob. And I had no idea. I didn't even know. I hadn't seen Rob in, 15, 16 years. And Dylan brought him, I think he played a tournament, or Dylan asked if he could join our league. And I said, sure, man, we need somebody. And we figured out that we knew each other. It was crazy. All right, that was a good shot up into the corner pocket. He's got the 2 here. If he hits this with a slow, I like shooting the 1 better, actually. If he shoots the 1 and drifts forward, gets straight on the 7, he can stop shot on the 7 and then shoot the 2 to the top right corner. Oh, he drew back for the 2. Now he's pretty straight on the 2. That's going to make getting to the 7 tough. He may have to just draw it back a couple inches and take a thin cut on the 7. Or he could follow it forward and take the short side shape and shoot the 7 down table to the bottom left corner. But yeah, I would have played the 1 with top and rolled pretty straight on the 7 and then shot the 2 in the right corner up there. Yeah, he was trying to do that slight draw. He got pretty straight on it. He does still have a bank, though. He's no hesitation. Oh, he's playing a safety. I thought he would have fired at the bank there, man. I thought he would have done that, Thought you'd have done that, Rob. Thought you'd have banked it. All right, he left Danny a shot here, but it's not. He doesn't have an easy way out by any means. I mean, he can shoot the 15 still. He might be able to shoot the 10 into the side pocket, and that comes with an automatic safety if he misses. He just played the safety, okay. He played the safety, and it was pretty good safety. I don't think Rob can make the 7. He may be able to go rail first and just hit the top side of the 7. And if he does it softly, the cue ball will end up on the top rail. What we're seeing is the top rail. And that's going to leave Danny a pretty tough position. So I kind of like that, just rolling it nice and easy. Rail first. You hit the rail first a couple inches before the 7. The cue ball hits the 7 on the outside, right side edge of it, and the cue ball ends up at the top rail. Looks like that's what he's doing. Oh, it's way too hard for what I was talking about. And he missed it. Man, he hit too much rail first, missed the ball. Now Danny's got ball in hand. His table just got a whole lot easier. It was a tough out here for him, but now he can start with either the 9 or the 11, and his table's wide open. I like starting with the 11 just because it looks like the 9 has more room past the 7 than the 11 does. Looks like you have more room to make the 9 in the top left corner than you do the 7. But I'm sure either way works, It really doesn't matter, I don't think. I think they both go. Yeah, he's starting with the 11. That's what I like too. It's a good shot. He changed to the 9. He's changing to the 9. He didn't like the 11. Maybe he just didn't like the shot on the 11. It was too close to the cue ball, maybe. Oh, is he changing again? Make up your mind, Danny. Shoot the ball. Shoot the ball. Bro, it's 6-1, half a dozen the other. Oh, I missed it. He missed it and got a lucky leave. I mean, maybe he was playing it two-way, but with the ball and hand shot, you usually don't play it two-way because you don't expect to miss it, you know. All right, Rob made a good hit, but it may be for nothing because the table's still wide open, and Danny does have shots here. He could cut the 11 to the bottom left, which is not an easy shot because he's got to shoot over top of the 7. He can cut the 9 in. Or shoot, what is that the 10 ball down there or the 14? It's the 14, I think. I've been calling it the 15 the whole match, you know, I was calling it the 15 ball. All right, Rob can come back up for the 9. Naturally should end up on either the 11 or the 10, or in this case, both. I like shooting the 10 first, probably. If you shoot the 11 first, the 8 is going to block your natural position for the top right corner on the 10. Yeah, if you shoot the 10, I think you can use draw. Oh, he had enough to actually stun it and shot it in the corner. Good shot. I was thinking he was going to shoot it in the side. It was a good shot. I think positionally he was probably going for the side pocket on the 8 ball, but overshot it. And he still has a good shot in the corner, though. Yeah. All right, that's 1-0. 1-0. I didn't put the score in here yet, so I'm just going to jot it down so I can keep track. Danny to Rob. Danny's up 1-0. 1-0 sauce. I'll add the score in before I render the video, you know, and put it out to the people, all people. Everybody who's going to watch it anyway, you know, not all the people, just the ones that are going to watch it. All right, Rob's up. He's going to take the 11 here. It's a good stroke. He's got the 13. This table's a little cluttered up, though. The 14's in a tough position. Man, the 9 ball's kind of tough, and the 10 ball's kind of tough. But if he gets rid of the 12, oh, I'm sorry, that's the 12 ball. That's by the 9. Okay, he just moved him. Made the 12 ball a little bit harder. I don't know for sure. It's hard to say. But if he shoots the 13 and now with center ball, he can come back into that little stack right there and open him up. But he's got to be real careful when he does that because the 8 ball's sitting there. And he does not want to put that 8 ball into this bottom right corner pocket because he'll lose the rack. Okay, that was nice. He put a little inside spin to avoid hitting the 8. But that also didn't break out his 12 and 14. So he still has to deal with those in some way or another. And he's running out of balls to do it with as well. If he was closer to the right side rail here, he could make the 10 withdraw and come over into them. And I think he has to run into them. I don't think he can shape them anywhere. I don't think they go naturally anywhere. What's he going to do here? Is he going to cut the 9 to the top left corner? No, he's going to take the 10, but I don't like this because there's no plan after this, right? If you take the 10, there's no shot after this. There's no way to get out. Oh, and he underhit it and gave him ball in hand. Dang it. Yeah, little stuff like that is, you can tell Rob hasn't played in a long time. You can tell his stroke is there, right? He has the ability to play very well, and he used to play very well. But when you don't play for 10, 15 years, you have zero consistency, and you make a lot of small mistakes that cost you the rack over and over. So, but he'll get out of that. He just needs to keep his head down and practice out. He'll stop doing that, and his game will be strong. His game will be strong again if he just keeps at it. I even watched this. I don't know about that hit, man. Rewind the tape and let me know in the comments if that was a good or bad hit. To me, it looked like it could have been bad. I mean, the cue ball did fly out with the object ball. But rewind the tape and you let me know. I can't rewind the tape right now because it'll mess up my timing and my edit and my commentary and all that. But you guys rewind the tape and let me know if that was a good hit or not. I tend to think it wasn't, just based on how fast the cue ball came out with the object ball. But I could be wrong, you know. It's happened once before in my life. I was wrong once before in my life, you know. Yesterday. I was wrong yesterday once. Oh, don't give him ball in hand again, Rob. Rob, what are you doing, boy? What are you doing, sucker? Oh, no, that was Dan giving Rob ball in hand. Never mind. Remember? Forget I said anything. Forget it. Just forget it. I was all discombobulated, you know. It was a big word for a gentleman such as myself. Discombobulated. Oh, no, that was Rob. Jeez. How can I mix these guys up? They look exactly alike, you know. It's easy to mix them up. They could basically be twins. Oh, boy. Hope everyone out there is doing all right, man. Hope everyone out there has been doing okay. Oh, don't scratch. Or, yeah, go ahead and scratch. You're playing my teammate. I got to root for my teammate to win here. You know what I mean? Got to. All right. He could get out here. The 8 ball is going to be the trickiest ball. He did well with the shape here. If he makes the 3 with a stun, it should push the 2 towards the top left corner, and he'll come away with a good shot on it. But he's got to think about how he's getting down on the 8. That's the tough part here. That's really the tough part. He could try to shoot the 2 first if he wants, like he did. Yeah. Now he's got the shape into the side, but it's hard to get on the 8 with this. If he has a little angle, he can use top inside English and hit the right side long rail and spin down below the 14 ball over on the left, down by the left corner pocket, and then he can take the cut on the 8. It's really the only thing I can think of. If he has an angle, if he has too much angle, he could use maybe left spin and go 3 rails around the table. Yeah, he did the inside. Overhit it a little bit, but I think he may still have the shot. I know he called it right away before the cue was done rolling, but that cue may have rolled a little too far for him to make this shot. Because, I mean, it's over a 90-degree cut, it looks like, or pretty close to a 90-degree cut from here. Let's see if he still shoots it over there. He called it over there. Let's see if he calls it somewhere else. Yeah. Yeah, he switched it up. Side pocket. It's a better shot now. If he would have rolled an inch or 2 less, then he would have been good to shoot it in that corner. He got a pretty good leave on it. I don't know. I mean, Rob obviously has shots, but nothing easy, and he doesn't want to sell out, so he doesn't want to take a real hard shot where his cue ball is going to be end up in a place to leave Danny an easy shot on the 8. Okay. He felt good about the shot. He didn't worry about the leave on the 8 ball. He said, I'm not going to miss it, and fired it in. That was well done. Well done, sir. Okay. I might shoot the 14 first here, but really it's 6 to 1, half a dozen the other. Oh, no. Oh, no. No, 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 no. That's no bueno. Left Danny a long shot, but he's got a good shot on the 8. Missed it. Missed it. He tried rolling it in instead of, hitting it firm with some stun and actually controlling the ball. When you have a long shot like that, a slow roll is very difficult. That's why you rarely see pros do it unless they absolutely have to. Slow rolling a long shot can be so difficult. These guys are both slow rolling quite a bit, though. All right, Rob's looking good here. He should be able to get out. I would shoot the other ball first just because it's easier to reach, man. Whew. Got a little close to his work, but I think he'll be okay. I use a little bottom left on this one and send the cue ball directly towards where he's getting down to shoot at right now. You could just use stun left too and let it come up towards the 8 ball. Yeah, that's what he did, but he cut it too thin. Cut it too thin, man. You could tell he was uncomfortable with the shot because he stood up on it, tried to reset, and that's usually a sign that someone's uncomfortable with the shot. It's a good thing to do, to stand up and reset, but the reason you do it is because you don't like the shot. You're not comfortable for whatever reason when you're down on the shot, so you stand up and reset. Sometimes it helps where you feel better, sometimes it doesn't. In this case, it didn't, and Danny got that game, so now Danny is up 2-0. Rob, we're all pulling for you here, man. It's a race to 4. They both have to win 4. So Danny needs 2, and Rob still needs all 4. Some tough action here. These are skill level 5s in tap. So if you're ever curious how tap ratings work, here it is. You know, these are skill level 5s in tap. As opposed to APA, you know, you can't look at skill levels the same in tap as you do APA. Usually tap skill levels are 1 notch lower than APA skill levels. So if you're a 5 in APA, usually you'd be a 4 in tap. If you're a 6 in APA, usually you'd be a 5 in tap. Blah, blah, blah. Not always the case. Not always. You know, rating systems aren't perfect. Handicapping systems are never perfect. You know, some people sandbag. Some people just have enough bad days, and not necessarily sandbag, but they don't play strong for long enough, or they drop down, and then all of a sudden they start playing strong, and it looks like they sandbag, you know. But that's, you just can't, you're never going to get a perfect handicapping system. Really, I like the idea of everybody just playing straight up. And that's how you get better. You play people who are better than you, and you get sick of losing. So you try harder. You try harder. You learn. But I realize that's going to eliminate a lot of newer players on leagues. And the whole point of a league for the league owners is to make money. And you can't make money unless you have a lot of new people in the sport and beginners, you know. Plus, you discourage a lot of beginners if there's no handicapping. Because if a beginner is playing somebody who's real strong, they're going to give up. They're going to say, well, I can't win this. There's no point. Because not everybody is playing because they love the game and they want to get better. Some people are playing just because they like the night out and they like having a good time. So, I mean, it's a good mix. You have to have some sort of handicapping system in a league situation. But the better you get at pool, the less you like handicapping. Like, even when I play somebody who's better than me, I don't want to spot. I don't want to handicap. I want to play them straight up and see how I do. And that incentivizes me to play harder. And when they beat me, which 99% of the time they do, it makes me want to try harder and get better, you know. So I like gambling with people who are better than me, but not for expensive. You know, I don't want to, I'm not stupid. I'm not going to lose a bunch of money to them, but, you know, $20, $25 sets, something like that. Lose 20 or 40 or 50 or 75 bucks, but you get a couple hours worth of play in with somebody who's a lot better than you, and it helps your game. It really does, man. So yeah, I would play, you know, I would love to play like a professional, man, as long as they were cheap sets, but pros aren't playing cheap. You know, they can play for a lot of money. So I would love to play a pro in a cheap set or two, because the experience you get from that is worth a lot more than the money you're losing. In my opinion. That's just my humble opinion, guys, you know. But you know what they say about opinions? They're like buttholes. Everybody has one. Most of them stink. Some smell more than others. You know what I mean? It's just the way it is. That's opinions. All right, back to the match, guys. I'm done rambling. Back to the match. Danny's trying to figure out what he wants to do here. We've got that little clutter up at the top end of the table that affects both ball sets. The 3 balls in there and the 14-13 are in there. It looks like Danny's going to address it right now. Yep. And that was smart of him because he had 2 balls stuck in there. Rob only had 1 ball stuck in there. So it was more crucial for Danny to address than it was for Rob. Plus, Danny knows that the 2 balls a little bit tough. Someone's shaking my table where my camera's at. The 2 balls tough. The 1 ball's tough. So yeah, I mean, good bet that Danny's gonna get another shot here. So that was a smart play of him. Now Rob, it's not to say Rob can't get out here. He absolutely can. I've watched him shoot good enough to get out from this situation a lot. But like we talked about, Rob's a little inconsistent with his stroke right now, and he did miss that 5 ball. So Danny's back up at the table. Now Danny's got a pretty open layout here. He could get out here, and Danny plays every day, right? Or as far as I know, I always see him at the pool hall when I'm there. I don't know if he plays every day, but every time I'm at the pool hall, he at the pool hall eating up all the food, you know? How come every time I'm in the kitchen, you in the kitchen eating up all the food? You know the deal. Let me know what movie that's from. I'm sure most of you will know that movie. I'll be surprised if you don't. I like pig's feet. I like ham hock. All right, enough messing around here. Rob, let's make something happen. He's got a shot at this one ball. It's tight, but it looks like it goes, and if it goes, it'll lead to the 5. Yeah, it was a good shot. Good shot. See how he's rolling everything, though? He's not controlling the cue ball. Like, instead of playing that shot with stun, he rolled it. And that just leads for more time for your stroke to do little maneuvers and shakes when you stroke it slow enough to roll it. It allows more time in your stroke for errors, in my opinion. I like hitting them a little more firm, not crushing them, but hitting them firm with control on the cue ball. You know, like instead of slow rolling that last shot to the right corner, he could have played it with a stun follow, just hit a little above center, followed through nice, and the cue ball would have drifted forward after it hit, but it would have been controlled. Cue ball wouldn't have just rolled. All right, but he's making this work nicely. He's got a shot on the 2. This is one you do want to slow roll because you had too much angle really to stun follow or drift on that one. So that was a good shot there. Now he's got to figure out this 8 ball. Really, about the only thing I can see, he's got to come down here by where the 15 ball is. So he could use top with a little right spin. That's what he did. Yeah, he used a little right, not enough right, but a little right, and he nailed the 13 ball, which was a great roll. I don't know if he was trying to come down to hit the 13, but it worked out great. Now he's got a good shot into the side pocket, and this looks like it should be Rob's first game on the board here. Remember when I said it should be his first game on the board? I was just kidding. You know, let's pretend like I didn't say it. I didn't say it. I didn't say that. All right, now Danny's got an open table again. Wide open. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 balls, including the 8, and he missed his first shot. Gave Rob some reprieve, man. Oh, that's exactly what you need when you're stroke struggling. You know, you need your opponent to miss an easy shot and leave you an easy shot back. And this one for the game, that should give Rob some confidence. Now we're looking at 1 to 2. Good job, Rob. Hey, nice run out, Rob. Nice out. Nice out. All right, head ball break. It was a nice break. Cue ball got kissed a little, but he did make a ball. That was a controlled break. He did well. The cue ball was going to stay sort of in the middle of the table, but he got kissed by another ball. And it's a nice looking spread. I like solids better just because of that 3-ball clutter down here. Was at the 11, 14, 10, I think, or 12. I don't know, guys. I can't tell. The color, I'm watching them on my computer monitor. My computer monitor isn't the best, you know, as far as coloring goes. So sometimes it's hard for me to tell the blues and the purples. All right. Yeah, he's looking pretty good here, man. The 1 ball is kind of still in a tough spot, right? Because he has to be short side in order to make it. So if he can figure that out, there's a good chance he could get this rack done and over with. That was a nice shot there. Nice shot there. He's got the 7. If he can shoot the 1 now and make it past that other ball, it's a good shot. Looks like he can. He's going for it. Maybe off the rail, off the ball is how you play it, or he's just taking advantage. Yeah, he's taking positional advantage here. He knows that Danny has those 3 stripes that are cluttered at the bottom. And now he put the 1 in front of the pocket so it blocks the 13. That's taking positional advantage of the table. It's a smart shot. Depending on what kind of skill level you're playing against, right? You can't do this against a 700 Fargo because they're still going to get out on you. But when you're playing somebody who's not proficient at running out from everywhere, that's a smart play. It's a smart play. And Danny made a good bank there, but all he did was leave himself another bank. And honestly, I'm not sure if Danny was trying to make that bank or if he was just trying to take positional control back and put that, whatever ball it was he banked, he wanted to put it in front of that pocket, blocking the 1 ball back up. That's my guess is that's probably what he was really trying to do, but it went in because really he didn't play position on another ball, and he can't really run out here. So I don't feel like he was actually trying to make that bank. Maybe he was. I'm sure he called it either way just to be safe, but I don't think I would have tried to make that bank. I think blocking the pocket was the right way to play it. That was a smart shot as well. Whether he wanted to make it or not, he hit it with good speed to leave the cue ball down here, which doesn't give Rob a good opportunity to take control back in this match. Is he trying to play a safety here? He is. A little harder, man. He was trying to stick Danny behind his own ball, which is it's a fun safety to do when you execute it, but it's always risky because if you don't lock them up right on their own ball, they're going to end up with a shot. Yeah, left Danny a good shot. Oh, Danny undershot it a little bit, though, and he's pretty close to this ball. I think he can still cut it in, but the cue ball is going to be traveling towards the left side rail. It's going to be close to that left corner pocket, but I think as close as it is, you can put a little draw on it and keep it from scratching. Yeah, he's going to put a little draw on it. Oh, he's playing safety. Yeah, he called the ball, but I don't think he was actually playing the ball. I think he was playing safety. But he left Rob a good shot here and a good opportunity to get out. Rob can start with the 2 ball, hit it nice and easy. Then he'll have the 6 or the 7 in the left, or he can shoot the 1 first. He's got many options from here. All he's got to do is clutch up and make this 2, which he did. Now he's got to think about the 4. You know, when's the right time to take it, because it opens up one of Danny's last stripes when he takes it. Yeah, I might take the 4 here and just save the 1, but there's a lot of ways you can play this one. A lot of different ways. Oh, man. Rob. I did not expect a miss there, to be honest with you guys. Rob's playing a little timid in this match. You know, he usually plays a little better than this for sure. Right now he's playing timid, like he's not real confident in his stroke, which happens when you miss a few shots. Oh, and Danny just fired that one. His timing was way off. He didn't take his time at all. He just got up there and fired it. Yeah, that timing looked weird. Rewind the tape and watch that one back. You'll see what I'm talking about. His stroke timing, the pull back and the forward was way off. He just kind of went pow-pow, pow-pow, you know. Probably made that noise when he did it too, pow-pow. I don't know. Maybe it did, maybe it didn't. We can't hear it because I take the noise out. I have to take the volume out of these videos because they're always playing music at the venue, and YouTube will copyright every video if I don't take it out. That's originally why I started commentating these, because they were so boring if you posted it with no sound, no audio, no nothing. It's just boring to watch. So I was like, you know what? I'll just talk over it and commentate it. I call it commentating, but really I'm just talking, right? Most of the time I talk nonsense. Occasionally I talk about the actual match, you know, so there is some commentating, but it's more like a vlog style. It's more like a vlog style. Let's watch a match together while I talk the whole time, you know? It's like that one friend who just talks, never shuts up. That's me. I'm that guy, guys. That's me. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. All right, does that 7 ball go? Nah. If it did, it was super tight. Look at the leave he got, though. His 7 ball came back down and blocked the 14. The 6 ball's blocking the 11. The 13's locked up. What a good leave he got here. What a good leave. Yeah, he's got to think about what he wants to do here. This isn't easy. It's not easy. He could kick off the bottom rail and hit the 14 very lightly and just leave the cue ball behind it. Yeah, that's kind of what he was doing. Kind of the same thing, only instead of kicking below and coming up behind it, he hit the edge of it. If he would have kicked first, hit the bottom rail first and came up behind it, there's a better chance, I think, of him blocking the cue ball. But either way, this worked out because this is a tough shot here. Tough shot. Yeah, I'm not sure he was trying that shot. If he was trying it, man, it was a pretty good miss, right? He missed it by about a diamond. But I don't think he was trying it. It looked to me like he was trying to play safety. And Danny just rolls the ball up into the corner again. So we got ourselves a little cat versus mouse going on here. A little tit for tat, if you will. I did say tit, but not in that context, bro. Don't get excited, little Timmy. Don't get excited about that, bro. It's a family channel, you know? All right, meanwhile, same bat time, same bat channel. Robbie goes ahead and makes the 7. His 6 ball's in a tough spot, and he doesn't want to make the 1 right now, because if he makes the 1 right now, it's going to open the table a bit for Danny. So he's got to be cautious here. Is he putting this all the way down? Oh, he was trying for the side, I think, trying for the side pocket. Tough, man, tough action. All right, if Danny cuts in the 12 here, I think it's the 12 in the bottom right corner. If he cuts that in with a little left English, little inside spin, the cue ball naturally comes up and breaks out the 13 from the 4. Maybe he ends up with a shot on it, but worst case scenario, he's got the 11 to fall back on because it's sitting right inside the pocket. He's going to take the 11 first, which I don't blame him for, right? Because it's a little bit of a risk breaking out the 13. But if you're going to win this game, you have to break out the 13 somewhere, or you got to get all the way up table behind it and shoot it down to the bottom right corner. Maybe that's what he was trying to do there, but from this angle, that's a tough shot. I mean, I guess the shot is still possible from here, but it's very difficult. See if he takes it on or not. You know, I mean, what other choice does he have? I feel like maybe he has to take it on. Yeah, he's calling it. He's calling it. We'll see how he does here, man. This is a tough shot. See him stand up and reset. Means he's uneasy with the shot, as he should be. It's a tough one. All right, he played, I guess it was more of a safety. He called it in the bottom right corner. Unless he verbally changed his pocket. Maybe he didn't point at it so we couldn't see it. Maybe he verbally said, I'm going to bank it instead, you know, because you have to call your pockets and tap. I like the bank shot there better from the angle he was on, and he did pretty well with it. All right, Rob, don't worry about where he's at. Just focus on your shots, follow through on your stroke, keep your head down, and do your best to get out here, man. This is a tough leave. This is a tough leave here. What do you guys do here? Do you bank the 4 and try to get out, or do you look for a safety? I mean, there's a couple ways he could use the 8 ball to block Danny. That's what he's doing. He did it pretty well. I think he did a good job with it. Problem is with the 13 sitting so close to the pocket, it's always a risk playing a safety, because even if you hook them like this, there's a chance they might be able to kick it in or swerve it. You know, there's always a chance they can make it. He did a good job hitting it. And he got a good leave again, man. He got a good leave. These guys ever going to finish this rack, you know? Ever? I'm just kidding, man. I played longer racks than this. Oh, boy. I like watching the back and forth, you know, especially when it's good safety play. I don't necessarily... Oh, don't do that. I don't necessarily like watching it when they're just missing and getting lucky hooks, but I love watching a good safety play match where it's safety back and forth. You know, especially a good pro match where they're kicking and kicking to get safe. They kick, hit the ball, and get safe. That stuff's pretty to watch, man. Meanwhile, Rob gave up ball in hand with just 2 balls to go for Danny, so there's a good chance Danny's going to be on the hill after this one. Yeah, rolled it in. Now he's tapping the side pocket. He's going for the side instead of the corner. I like the corner better. I think it's an easier shot just because there's more room for error. But doesn't matter. When you make it, you make it. All right. If my calculations are correct, remember I didn't have the score in this one, but if I've been writing it down right, it's 3-1 right now. Ain't no fun. All right. We got the breaks. Danny broke. Looks like he... made a ball, or he break 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Looks like he made a ball, no? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Oh, no, 15. I wasn't counting the 8. Duh. Yeah, so he broke dry. Rob's got a chance at the table, but this isn't really an open, runnable rack. It can be ran, but the way these guys are playing, I don't think they will run this rack. It's a little bit cluttered up and not super easy. That was a good starter shot. Now he's got the 11. He can follow forward here off the 11, get straight on the 13, follow forward just a little bit on the 13, and have the 9 in the upper right corner. The 9 is really his only trouble ball. Oh, he keeps missing those side pockets, man. He keeps missing the side pockets. We're going to have little Timmy train. We're going to have him coach and train Rob, you know. Got to get some coaching and training from little Timmy. All right, Danny comes up, starts with the 3. It's a good shot. He's got the 6. Where does he go from here? Does he draw straight back? Does the 7 go on the left side past the 11? These are all good questions. He followed with inside spin. That came out nice. It hit the 10. It didn't have to turn out as nice as it did, but it turned out great. But he's got to figure out where he wants to go from here, though, because Danny's got problems with the 4-2. He's going to have to short side shape the 4-2. He got a good shape on the 7, but the problem is he got pretty straight on the 7. So really the only option he's going to have here is to draw it back and try to get on the 1. Yeah, I think he was trying to draw it back straight and kind of maybe hit the ball a little too much to the side, like his aim wasn't accurate, and that made the ball go more over to the side than draw straight back. Because I can't see him trying to go over to the side. There wasn't a whole lot of future there. You know, if he drew straight back, he could have had the 1, and then he could have used the 1 to get at the 2 or the 4. So instead he opted to play it safe. That wasn't a bad decision there. I think Rob's course of action still remains the same. He can make the 14 as his starter. And then right away from the 14, I would shoot the 11, 13 up in the top left, and the 9 in the top right. And then the last 2 balls are down here by the 8. Yeah, I like that. I like a stop shot here on the 11, and then just follow forward slightly. You can roll the 13, and this is one of those you can roll the 13 in, and the cue ball will just come up perfect for the 9. I think Rob just walked around and looked at it, so I think he's on the same page. I think he's looking at it the same way. Yeah, good stop shot. Good stop shot. It was a nice stroke. All right, nice and easy. Just roll it up for the 9. You want to try to be as straight as you can on this. It's going to be a little bit uncomfortable. Nice. Yeah, that's perfect. Now he can follow through. He can use top and follow the cue ball. He's going to probably nick the 1 after he hits the 9, but that's okay with the top. He'll come out with a shot on the 10. He just doesn't want to follow too far where he ends up with a combo like this. Yeah. If he would have just followed forward a little bit, he would have had a shot on the 10, and he could have came 3 rails around for the 15. Now he's got to shoot a combo, which is never fun, especially from distance like this. You got to be careful. You got to be real accurate on your shot. He did it, but controlling the first ball was tough on that one. I like kicking at this myself because if you kick at it, you give it a chance to go in. Yeah, he called it. He's going to kick at it. I like this. And there's a good chance he makes this shot, which he did. Nice shot, man. All right, now he's been struggling with side pocket shots all game. Now he's got a tough side pocket shot on the money ball. Let's see how he does. If he makes this, he'll get his confidence back on those side pockets. If he misses it, he's still struggling on the side pockets. Oh, that's what he's been doing every time, just hitting the point. Just hitting the point, man. It's like a snowball effect. Once you miss a couple of them, you start doubting yourself, and then you start missing more of them. It's like a snowball effect, man. Good news is he didn't leave Danny anything easy. You know, left him tough. So let's see how Danny gets out of this. Does he play a safety? Oh, he's playing a combo. Ambitious. Ambitious shot. Looks like he gave it a good chance. I think if he would have hit it a little harder, but he was worried about the cue ball coming back down. So on a shot like that, you either commit to the safety or you commit to the shot, you know. I don't play two ways in that particular situation. Oh, side pocket curse, bro. He's got the curse of the side pockets, man. The curse of the side pockets. This may be all she wrote for him here. Ooh, he bumped the 2. He still has a shot here. It's a little more difficult than he'd like, but he's still got it. Made it. Ended up nice on the 8. Guys, that's going to be your game. Danny wins 4-1. Rob, we'll get you back on film here soon so you can show that you play better than that, my man. I know you do. I've seen you do it 1,000 times. Guys, Danny and Rob, thank you for letting me record your match. Guys, I appreciate it. I hope you enjoy it. Everybody out there, thank you for watching. If you guys enjoyed the match, if you found it fun, or even a little bit educational, I invite you to subscribe to my channel and come along. You know, we're on an amateur pool journey here. You can come with us, bro. Come with us. Hit the subscribe. Don't forget to like. If you guys want short rail, it's hoodie season again. So we got some hoodies up there. I'm going to have some zip-up hoodies up there within the next day or two as well. You know, the old zip-up hoodies. You guys know what I'm talking about. Links in the description for that, or just go to shortrail.com. And if you need a pool table light, you can't do any better than perimeter billiard lights, bro. Rectangle light. Use my discount code, save some money. The discount code will be in the description as well, but just so you know, it's amateur pool, all uppercase, no spaces. That's it, guys. We'll catch you guys all on the next video. Thanks for hanging out. Peace.